Okay, so what I'm going to do is an update on my everyday carry to work bag, and what I've been using is the Red Rock bag. Let's see if you can see that. Okay, I've been using this for about the past year, and overall it's been a fairly reliable bag. The one thing that was of concern has raised its ugly head a couple times, and that was the volume of the bag. It's a lot smaller than some of the, it turned out to be a lot smaller than the outdoor products bag that I had been using. I believe that was the Morph 8.0 that I had used in the past, and I really just could not carry as much stuff in here as I could with the Morph bag. Not only could I not carry it what I was able to carry, you basically had to cram in here, and that made for retrieving items a lot more difficult than it really needed to be. But since it was a smaller bag and you had less volume to work with, that was the result. And most recently I had what I would consider a pretty catastrophic failure of the bag. Essentially, the zipper has pulled away from the cloth, and at this stage I do not see a way to repair this. Now, to actually remove this zipper, the whole zipper, and even attempt to replace it with another zipper, assuming that I can find one long enough to replace it with, would be a difficult proposition at best. While I do possess some seamstress skills, I would say that it would be a difficult chore. As I said, at best, it would be difficult. There's a lot of stitching that you would have to undo from the underside, and I think it would be to the point where you would even, perhaps as you get along the side, compromise the integrity of the bag itself. See, once you get down to this and start ripping that apart, it gets really difficult. And I may not even have the capability, or what sewing machines that I have access to may not even be capable of sewing through this. And to attempt to hand stitch this, I can't see that happening this day. Maybe once upon a time I would have done it, but not in this day and age. So I would say that this bag is pretty much kaput. You can see not only where it's come loose, but you can also see that it is pretty much unraveling as well. Sorry about the camera, just doesn't seem to be able to focus that closely. So let's go to, okay, I've switched over to macro mode so that we can get a little closer and you can see what I'm talking about. You can see how the zipper is pretty much unwinding, kind of like a spring that gets pulled apart, and that's what the zipper is doing. So it is no longer functional. It was okay for a while, but once it started unwinding, that was pretty much it. But actually it started to pull away from the cloth fairly early on. There was really no replacing it. You know, as they say, a stitch in time saves 9. Well, there was no stitching in time for this. Once it started to pull away, that was pretty much game over for this zipper. So it looks as if the Red Rock bag is no longer capable of performing its duty and shall be replaced. I've already purchased another bag, and that is another outdoor product, and I believe that's the Vortex. It's a little bigger even than the Morph bag. I think it has a plastic support for the structure of the bag itself. I believe that's a backing board or something of the sort, and we're going to see how that works out. I really did like this bag, mostly for the due to the fact that it has the two pouches on the side. That worked out really well for carrying different items in there. You can put your water bottle on the one side, and I just happen to have a medicine bottle on the other. But just due to its size, it really just didn't. It was never really a comfortable fit for the things that I like to carry. Let's put it that way. But in any case, I just wanted to do a quick update on my everyday carry to work bag and what I've been using for about the last year or so. I really hated to do an update in this way, but I guess it would have come sooner or later anyway. All right, thanks for watching, and any questions, comments, concerns, or observations, or one of general discussion, it's always welcome. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.